And I also made an example of one of those that fits on top of your head like a hat. And so I think those will be really fun to show people, like an example of something that's ready to go that they can, they can paper mache on top of the form I have for this deer and it's easy peasy. Or if people want to get really creative and make their own puppet, this first event in February is going to be mostly kind of like an open house to show and demonstrate to people some of the giant puppets and the more involved things that they can do. And so that way it'll be February. There's plenty of time. If you want to do something grandiose, you have plenty of time, and we'll kind of show you some of the ways that you can, like, make a backpack with the arms that are operable. And so people kind of hopefully trickle in and out between 2 and 4. And you don't have to stay the whole time. Just drop by if you've got 30 minutes to spare. And Mike Moran's going to be there as well to do a little bit of a puppet show demonstration of just like how cool it can be when you make the puppet really come alive. So that'll be more of an inspiration event. And then I'm hoping to have 2 more hands-on events where we're really working on our projects. In March, one will be at the Collective. And then in April, I'm hoping to have an event that we'll see, but I have some ideas. I'll just leave it at that. And that's all for me.
All right. If we're just going in the round, I've got just came back from a tour in Florida and am jumping heavy into preparations for Street Performer Expo that comes in May 9th through 11th, Mother's Day weekend, and have the acts lined up, including America's Got Talent finalists, dancer friends of mine, vaudevillians from New Orleans. Got a magic show coming from Florida, and the just added on buddy of mine who has the world record for riding the world's tallest unicycle at 44 feet. He won't be doing the 44-footer at SPE. He will be doing a 12-footer. And that's the headliners that are coming as the big draw to bring audiences out. The real goal of it is to highlight the local talent that we have, which is something that Busker Festivals internationally, I don't think do very well. It is like a big touring circuit for just the big dogs to go around. And by turning that model inside out to highlight the locals, as we did with Busk Roanoke in July, we're doing something new and novel with that. So vendor applications are going to be going online. So any craft vendors and food vendors, those will be coming in online very soon. The Kickstarter to launch the merchandise, the votes for the t-shirt design got tallied yesterday. It is the one with the Roanoke star on it. I didn't think that was going to be a contest. And we'll be our first presentation in public as Busk Roanoke, the new nonprofit. We'll be at Big Lick Comic Con on February 1st and 2nd. And then from there, it'll be rolling toward a very large budgeted 3-day weekend. So I am in the middle of calling roofing companies, dentists, real estate agents, insurance agents, anybody who has any interest in supporting a local community-based event in partnership with the Daisy Art Parade. Thank you very much for putting on that weekend. I think it's going to be great together. Yeah, so if anybody has a friend, a family member, a partner, or themselves wants to advertise for their business by supporting the festival, please put that person in contact with me. Everyone is welcome to support. It's a large community-based event. We did it the first time in 2022. It was hugely popular. The weather didn't work with us. When I opened it that year, I was fire eating, and it was sleeting on my face while I was fire eating. That's always a fun sentence. But this year we moved it to May, so it'll be warmer, nicer, and the footprint of Kirk Avenue is also going to provide nice shade because there's taller buildings in that part and then in Elmwood Park, so it'll be comfortable as well. So looking really forward to that. And the other projects are getting more Roanokers exposed to more local street performing talent. I'm working with Festival in the Park on a program that'll be 2 weeks after my festival. I will be on site in Kansas at another busker festival, but operating that remotely, working with GoFest again, and just more and more getting people back out into the streets, enjoying public spaces together. That is the goal for 2025.
Thank you, it's exciting. Okay. I wish I could get some of your energy. The idea of doing something 2 weeks after Days Yard Parade does not fill me with enthusiasm.
Well, I'll be performing at Local Colors on the weekend between. I don't get to put myself down in a box at all. Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. And again, if anyone has a business that would like to get advertising in front of thousands of happy families watching people backflip and ride unicycles and juggle, it's a much better investment than a billboard.
Molly, are you ready to talk about the stuff you guys at I Heart Southeast are planning, or does it need a bit more time?
I can talk about it. So, I Heart Southeast has been trying to think of something we could do through Valentine's Day for a while now. It just seems like something we should claim as our holiday. So I have been obsessively making some masks, some alien masks for our crew. We're hoping we can get all our neighbors together and make them all unique. Just put out a lot of supplies for people to decorate them. I can show you guys what they look like. Ready for my transformation here?
Yeah.
That's great.
So I have about 15 of these right now. I think it'll be a pretty big statement to have 15 of these aliens walking down the street. We're thinking like we could play with that maybe during like a mini parade, just like have a Daisy Art Parade sign and kind of advertise it with our alien crew. So we'll have to talk more about that and figure out a better plan. But I don't know where we want to have it yet. I was thinking maybe Riverdale, or I can talk to the library. So still figuring out little pieces of it, but we're excited to do something to kick it all off.
That sounds fun. Is it going to be the 14th or the 15th in the end?
We were gonna let you tell us that, Brian, because I don't know if that makes a difference to you. I'm not sure if people want to make romantic alien masks on Valentine's Day, or if we should have it the following day.
I can do whatever. I mean, I work until 5 on Valentine's Day because it's a Friday, so the Saturday would work better for me.
I think we're leaning towards that too. I think it will, people won't be going on dates and stuff. It will be the day after. So I think it will be fun. Doug, would you come to an alien mask making night for date night?
I would love to.
Okay.
14th though?
Oh, I'm ready for some intergalactic love anytime. All right. Yeah.
I would not sign up for that. Personally, I've read too much about probes to really want to go.
Oh man.
All right. Transition time. Who's going to save me? No one. Thanks for the awkward pause.
That put me in the mind of that Carpenter's concept album. Remember that? It's like calling occupants and interplanetary craft.
I do
remember that? There's like a whole album of like space love things. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Who's next?
Yep. We have- I know Jennifer is working with Katie on the website. It's not really, I mean, there's a lot of stuff done, but it's not launched yet. And the social media stuff. So what I've seen is terrific, Jennifer, and appreciate what you're doing there. Is there anything you want to talk about or just want to wait until it gets launched?
Katie and Katie's amazing, by the way. We're gonna get back together pretty soon, I believe. And but in the meantime, I'm going to be just buzzing around and documenting artists in progress with their projects, and as they're getting other artists around the table or neighbors around the table to engage and make these awesome floats and things, I will be, or parade art, and I will just be getting content that can be used for social media or for the website for this year and beyond. So just kind of creating a content library that people can pull from to help promote. And just, you know, if you're out in the community and you're trying to describe what the Daisy Art Parade is, hopefully after this year, you'll be able just to like whip out your phone and just show like a fun 30-second video or something like that. That'll end up on the social pages of the Daisy Art Parade and things. And wherever I can, where it makes sense for Visit VBR, I'll just kind of share and promote through that channel where it makes sense too. It's really great that it's on Mother's Day weekend. That's a really good hook for visitors who are coming in to just kind of hang out with their families. They're looking for a place to take mom for dinner. And the fact that it's like just a fun, free event happening right in the middle of the day, that's perfect for visitors. So that kind of sets up a really great position, like messaging wise for that account. So wherever I can help plug in that way too, I would be happy to do. But in the meantime, if you have, and I know the Daisy Art folks are on Zulip. So if you've got a specific request or a specific event that you think would look really cool in photos or in a quick video of sorts, just send me a quick message there, and I will try to be there and pop in and get some content while you're working through things. So Molly, it sounds like you have some fun stuff coming up. So things like that are great because it'll just make for fun photos, which will be great for promoting the event this year and in years to come. So.
Very good. Thanks, Jennifer. And I see Rachel Pence is here. Rachel is someone who's done really great stuff in the past, isn't an artist in residence. But if Rachel or someone who's just out there working with the group on their own for Daisy Art Parade, is it something you'd like to be contacted by them to film what they're doing too, to leak their design?
Sure. If it's anything, anything to do with the event, if it's basically all the content is just to be used to help market the event. So yeah, anything behind the scenes, anything about anyone engaging or creating is great. So yeah, even if they're not like an official artist in the group or something, totally okay. Yep, they can email me. I can put my email in the chat actually, and they can just reach out that way.
All right, great. Jasmine is here. I see Jasmine has been coming and working on stuff, mostly for Jane earlier. We got some great connections on that one. Jasmine, if you wanted to just tell us in a few words what you're working with, maybe at the fashion design part, that seemed to get discussed a little bit more. I'd like you to get some credits for being a designer. Are you?
There she is.
There you are.
Right now, I'm not working on anything because I need fabric. But yeah, I know I'm supposed to I'm supposed to be working on some, pieces and stuff like that, but I'm just drawing stuff up right now, but that's about it.
Let us know what you want fabric wise, just if you want.
We can go again to
Yeah.
Joanne Fabric. I wanna go and, go shopping again.
Okay.
And by word of mouth, if anyone has any fabric they like to donate, some light stuff for going into giant puppets. Jasmine might have specific things that you're looking for. It would be nice if people just have some extra they want to donate it. We'll use it this year. The last few years, we had some upholstery fabric. And it's beautiful, but it's way too heavy for giant puppets. So we need to get some light stuff, cotton or silk or something like that.
Okay. Lightweight.
Very lightweight, especially if it's a windy day.
We got all the wind last year.
Yeah. That was a learning experience last year. All right, thanks, Jasmine. And Lauren, we had a chat too. Lauren's working on some cool prints and stuff. But just kind of getting started on some. So if you don't want to talk right now, that's okay, Lauren. I know that we have you stopping by and we're working at my studio.
No, that's fine. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It was taking me a while to get my headphones calibrated. But yeah, Brian and I met a couple days ago. I have a couple lino cuts done, just some like little Daisy Art Parade postcards. And Brian's gonna teach me how to do some screen printing on t-shirts to maybe do at some events. Jane and I have a project that we're gonna talk about on Thursday as well. And I'm gonna start helping with some of the puppets in Brian's studio, so that's super exciting.
Yeah, that's good to remind me that the image that Katie showed you earlier, the black one on the white background, that I have as a screen, so we can screen print that at events
Cool.
and hand pull them. So that's what that one is. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
and Lauren will be my right-hand man on that one to make sure they get done. We're gonna practice a bit more. All right, thank you for that. We'll see you
Yay.
Thursday.
Exciting.
Okay, Jane, are you ready?
I am. So I had my first workshop at Gainsborough Library tonight for the Daisy Art Parade art making. I had 3 people come and we got a few things done. We're working on stained glass windows and we're giving the former Bob Marley is going to become the Reverend Wilkinson. So he needs a haircut and a hair formation. So yeah, we're working on that. But yeah, it's been a productive week. I've actually got in touch with the Reverend Wilkinson's family. That's who we're making for Gainsborough. I don't know where to put there. That's who we're making a giant Reverend Wilkinson. And I got in touch with his family and they are so excited about it and have so many ideas. You guys saw the email. So that is really gratifying to have the family buy into it so delightfully. I encourage you guys to come by for the Gainsborough workshops if you'd like. They're 4 to 6 every Tuesday. And I always imagine that these things are going to be a little bit like Pee-wee's Playhouse, like, oh, who's at the door? And that's how it worked. That's how it worked at Melrose last year. It was really delightful. The different artists that would come in. Joy came for some of them. Of course, Polly was there. It was Purple, Amazetta, Tahisha, and it was just so much fun. And sometimes we'd sing, and sometimes we'd dance, and sometimes we'd make art. This is Pillbox, and he needs to be thoroughly vetted.
Oh, hello, Pillbox.
Hello, Pillbox.
Whoa, hello. Are you here to hear the Dr. Burrell story? Well, I have a story very similar to that. It's the amazing equine Pillbox and his friend Dr. Burrell. So this is what I've been working on. And this will accompany the work that Lauren's working on, which is to make a cranky story about Dr. Burrell of Burrell Hospital. And Pillbox, his trusty horse, will tell the story.
So good.
Love it. I love
That's
it.
wonderful. Mhm.
Anyways, I guess that's the main stuff.
How heavy is it?
It's not bad.
Oh, he's losing something. He's losing some stuff. Oh, it's from the flowers. The flower.
Yeah. I like flowers. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Of course, my evil brother saw this thing I was making on Facebook and sent me the video from The Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God. I'm like, you're an evil child. Anyways, that's all I got.
No one else thinks Godfather when they see the horse's head.
No.
Do they? I think Tin Drum myself.
I don't know that one either.
So that is March. what?
10th.
March 10th. And I have that on my calendar. March 10th. That is a Monday, is that right?
Correct.
And it's an afternoon,
4 to 6.
4 to 6. What do you imagine happening that night, that day? You're gonna have the pillbox. We're not going to haul out the giant Dr. Burl.
No, Dr. Burrow's not giant. Dr. Burrow will be little.
You'll be
So-
little.
Yeah, so, or Wilkinson will not be there. And they're supposed to put me on a floor with some of the really good food, because last year everybody stayed where the food was, so this year we're gonna make a food trail up to the top floor.
That's a good idea.
And so, and we're also having some, folks from Jefferson Center, Music Lab to come and do a little recording booth to get people's memories and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So we're just trying to weave all these experiences in to where, people will go to different floors and check it out.
Have you talked to Poe about that too?
I have thrown some ideas at Poe about it.
Yeah.
But I have not.
I can talk to him a bit more. Yeah. His, the good news, I met with Poe last week. He's looking much better.
Yay.
He says he's feeling much better. He's moving much better. And he's got an enthusiasm and ready to take on the world. He's over at the Mountain View space now, where there's a kind of the music lab that's owned by the city that's placed in there. So that's where he's going to be
Oh, good.
for most of the day. So good news on seeing Poe. Yeah, glad to see that. How are we doing time-wise? We about there?
Yeah, and I got one thing, Hannah, if you're still on there, he's not on tonight, but Cody Statler, who's usually in these conversations, he is a member of the Star City Garden Club. And I know he's interested in being part of the event, but he didn't want to. He thought it was too much to organize the garden club. But I know that he's very involved in the overall, like the plant sale they do over at the big house too, for all that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'd be happy to market your events to that network.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, so I have a note to connect the two of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And then we're getting Charlene Powell and I, you remember because a lot of you were out there with us, It's Here, let's see, I have to stand here. There you go. I have to stand right here. It's Here, brand identity that we're sharing, that we're creating every day the place we want to be. And we're going to create an entry around that with all the arts and culture organizations and invite them to be a part of it. And it's kind of one of the, y'all come, anybody who wants to make it with us. We haven't decided yet what our big thing's going to be or who our big thing's going to be, but that'll come soon. But it'll just be a celebration of that spirit. We'll get it figured out. But we're meeting every Saturday in my basement, beginning February 1st. Yeah, every Saturday morning for a couple hours. Yeah.
Yeah, Jasmine and I are over at my studio in the Riverdale area on Saturdays from 8 to 2. And stop by and say hi if you just want to ask any questions or check in or just hang out. I can put coffee or tea there. Let's see. Molly, I spoke beforehand when you were talking, but you're thinking.
My Zoom cut out, like, right? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. It cut out for me too. I didn't hear what they had just said.
Okay, so we all got cut off, it sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah, it cut off for me too.
Hannah, I saw your thing about the farm being available for April. That's awesome. I just have to think of something to do.
Yeah. And no
But-
pressure too. It's a 45-minute window, so it might not be the
Amazing.
sort of thing where you're like able to get a whole lot of work done, but
Yeah, but still, I mean, any little thing, we'll see like where we're at, and maybe we can just work on what we're working on there, just to kind of get out and. Oh,
Right.
there's everybody. I think.
I see Charlie.
Oh
But now I see everybody else.
no.
Hello.
Ah,
Were
haha.
we just like frozen and really awkward, weird? Tell me. Tell me it was.
I didn't get to hear your question, Brian. It cut off like
Yeah.
right when you started talking.
Was my face frozen
in a long, half blinking drunk look? That's what usually happens. I was going to ask you about the iHeart Southeast group coming over. You know, if you, it's probably really your availability is at this point, I can start being available.
Okay.
when you're ready.
Yeah. How would you be okay with us being at Art Rat for that activation, or is that just too much? Because I can ask Amy if she wants to give us a spot too, or the library.
Well, you can come over and start making stuff there. I think that what we've done the last few years, I can't do it for everyone, but I've done it with you guys. And as long as we don't become,
We
like-
try to keep it, you know, at a
yeah, you
certain
keep it
amount
under
of
control. You're not building dinosaurs that are life size or anything like that. So,
Just
as long as-
aliens.
yeah. And then if there's a chance to do it in other spaces around Southeast, that would be great because the more people we can get in, but yeah, let me know. I don't know if tomorrow is something you guys plan, probably short notice, but as soon as I get you on my calendar, then that's one less thing I will commit to somewhere else. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me talk to Sunny about when we really want to like start. What didn't we say Wednesday for?
Yeah, I
our
think
meetups?
Wednesday is what Sunny would say.
Okay. I'm gonna confirm that, but I think that's what we said.
Yeah, and then I usually leave straight from school, so I'll be at my studio from about 5:30 on. If you wanted to do 6.
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like a good time.
Great.
All right, I'll put that down.
Is there anyone else online that would just like to ask a question or chime in? That would be a good time.
Oh, I have a question. If we have content that could go on social media, should we send that to you, Katie, or to Jennifer, or should we just post it on our social media and tag you guys, the Daisy Art Parade? Just wondering where that should go.
I can sidebar with Katie if what she's saying. Tagging is great or collab post. So if you tag us as a collaborator, then we can see if it's something that we can share to our stories or something we can like add to our feed, and kind of like pick the route there. And then she put the email address down there as well if you want to just directly send the content that way.
Perfect. Thank you guys.
Right.
Hi, this is Rachel. I just wanted to apologize for crashing. I'm just so excited for the parade again this year. So I just wanted to get some information because I just couldn't wait. I'm really excited.
You are always welcome. And
oh, thank you.
And you know, I forgot to press record at the beginning. So let's just recap a couple of things. May 10th,
May 10th. Poster.
Beautiful poster.
So May 10th, we're going to work together pretty much in the middle of Jefferson Rose's Street Performers Expo. He has planned activities for the whole weekend.
Yeah, it's all-
Awesome.
The whole 3-day weekend with dancers, unicyclists, jugglers, musicians, lots of locals, and I'm bringing in some really big circle crowd shows from all over the country.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
It's gonna be fun. It's a good weekend. Did it a couple years ago. I'm glad to be bringing it back. And the fact that it's on Mother's Day weekend works so well with Daisy Art Parade in particular. It's a lot of synergy there. So that works. So thank you again for that.
Oh, I'm excited about it. In full full disclosure, I don't think my wife was too happy about it being there that weekend. But I took the Sunday off, so I will be done. And Molly, I think you probably got the same kind of darts in the eyes there.
It's my birthday on the 11th too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to celebrate with the art parade. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, I wonder if there's some tie-in. We're doing the Arts Pop event is happening again this year in March, and you have to have something interactive happening. So we're going to reach out to a few catalog artists. We're not going to do it as big as we did last year. But I was thinking, I wonder if there's some tie-in we should do for mothers. There might be too much, but if we had something that we could make, I'm thinking that that looks like the mom tattoo in a way.
It's based on the mom tattoo. Yeah.
And so I wonder if there's something
Just have Daisy Art Parade temporary tattoos.
temporary tattoos. Here, Mom, happy Mother's Day.
Can we have little Daisy piercings and everything too? Because moms love that.
They do. Yeah. I don't know. We'll noodle over that, but if there
Yeah,
were
I'll look into that's a good idea.
like it would,
Yeah.
it's so close, it would be and it won't be like that every year probably, or maybe it will be like that every year. Who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully this works well.
But if anybody has any
Yeah.
thoughts on that, noodle over it, because it is
Mhm.
nice to make moms feel special.
Sorry, did you say that was in March?
The Arts Pop event is the first Saturday in March. It's the first Friday evening. No, I take it back.
Well,
Second Friday, first Saturday,
are you sure?
or the other way around.
The other way around.
The other way around.
So
First-
March 7th and 8th. Is that right?
Yeah, March 7th and 8th is the Arts Pop, and that's an event at the Taubman Museum, and it's all the arts organizations participate, and they have performances and such. So we'll be there, and we'll be promoting the Daisy Art Parade, and just whatever we can promote that's not already being promoted there. And we'll have a few artists. We'll hire a few artists if there are any artists interested in doing activities with kids. I think last year we paid $100 for the 2-hour session to do a little activity, but we can talk about that. Just reach out to me.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice event, and people go around. It's really nice. Yeah.
I can bring the juggling props and like teach kids how to juggle and play with spinning plate stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
whole circus workshop in the summer.
Well, if you want to, let's talk. We'll pay you to come.
Cool.
Come do that. And then it might be, they're still organizing it.
I need to get on it for Bus Roanoke separately, but also that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Another thing that you're doing, which I love, is the Comic-Con. We lose them again?
I think we're still on here.
Okay, yeah. Does anyone want to go to Comic-Con and hand out some little flyers if that's allowed? I don't know if that is allowed.
I'm sure if we
Yeah.
talk to JD, we
Oh,
can.
yeah.
work.
JD about it.
I want
yeah.
to have some printed materials for you for my table there.
Okay, that'd be great.
Corey's raising his hand.
Corey,
I'll probably go on Sunday for sure, so I can meet up with you sometime before then and try to hand some out or.
yeah, that'd be great. Let's talk about it. And because I don't always go to that. Usually, I always wish I did, but then I have to find a way to justify it.
Yeah.
So this would be a great opportunity if we could go out, as long as we get permission to do it.
Mhm.
Then
I could probably go too. My daughter always goes, so we'll be there anyway.
Oh, great. And I can help subsidize it with the Daisy Art Parade money so that we're working. So I have a chance to be able to pay for the get in.
Sure.
And Jefferson will have a table.
Yeah, I've already got a table reserved, set up. We got one of the no cost nonprofit booths that they had on offer. So that
Oh,
was nice.
okay.
Yeah.
And so if you have any flyers, stuff like that size, would that be good?
Yeah.
We can put them at the table, and they're the great people to dress up in parades.
Yeah.
So the more we can get people at that, the better.
Yeah. It'd be cool because it's a Comic-Con thing. If you could give me a stack of, I don't know if you want them this size, but if you want a stack of like, maybe you can print some trading card size ones that all the different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Because they like going around collecting trading cards, those Comic-Con people. It'll be fun.
That's
Like,
a
I
good
got a whole
idea.
set for you. Yeah.
So if you guys have a neighborhood that you're designing things for, you want to do a trading card size for me so we can send them out? Aliens make great trading cards, I think. Probably print a lot more. I love it. Do you want anything on printed on the back? Just maybe
Probably a QR code so they can go
a
to the
QR
website
code
and
on the
stuff.
back.
Yeah, don't, I wouldn't, if there's any kind of like redesigns that have to happen because of size, don't clutter up your face with this, put all that on the back.
Good. Okay.
Random idea. What about cute little Valentine's Day cards to hand out to like local businesses and stuff with the logo on it?
That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, you already got it's already a heart.
So already.
Already in there.
You're halfway there.
Yeah.
Lots of love. What is that? Intergalactic love, you said? Yeah.
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 All about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And you think best place to take it around to businesses and drop it off, Jennifer? Just as
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe just like downtown's always easy.
love local business or something
Yeah.
like that. Okay, great.
And the
Excellent. Anything else? You might have anything else? You got anything else?
I think that's it. I think I might need a lot more of those then if you're gonna give this out. Is that a good size to give you, or you want the trading card size for the?
I think for that table, probably the trading card size ones would be good to give out. If there's something you guys want to do, if not, just, outfit me with enough of these flyers just so everyone's got them.
Excellent, thank you. I noticed that and then I forgot about it each time, so they're a key player with the dress up.
Oh yeah,
costume design.
that's great. And I wanna do I'll get in frame here.
Yeah.
I wanna make sure to include at least all the local street performers. I imagine the Jamie on the 12-foot unicycle will wanna do the parade. But I wanna make sure to have a crew for Bus Growing Up. I don't know that on top of everything else I'm organizing that we're gonna get together and make a float or a puppet or anything, but juggling, playing music, dancing, we'll do fun stuff. It'll be
Well,
good.
that's the stuff, that's the fun stuff between giant puppets.
Yeah, just
And-
the undulation of height. makes it look
Marching
good.
bands, noisemakers, musicians are badly needed. Otherwise, it's a bit like a funeral, people walking down the street with
Yeah.
big kind of shapes. So I like it to be a little bit more animated, more fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to apply for
Invite 'em
that
all.
and figure all that out.
Okay.
All right. And anything else?
That's it. I think I'll talk to myself as usual.
All right.
Katie, anything else for you?
Katie's got a note in the chat, and some crews build floats, some build noise.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, and then the best birthday weekend ever. Yes.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. And then Corey said he can put some flyers out at his job, also market on Melrose if they have a community cork board or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cork.
And
board.
these sides are better for those.
Yeah, those are great for that. This is hard to find room to put in the cork board at the Sweet Donkey or something like that.
Yeah,
For
or
that,
the-
for that, you want all these.
Okay, so I might cut back down to 200 of that and go up more on those ones, and then the trading card ones. Okay.
Excellent.
Good to know. Okay.
Anybody got anything before we wrap up?
Charlie, it's good to see you.
Oh, you're on
We can't.
you're on mute. Yeah, you're on mute now. There you go.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay. Brian probably remembers, I've talked to him a couple of times about maybe doing something with the Daisy Parade. I think even before it was called the Daisy Parade in those years. But I have been having some thoughts about it. And for one thing, I'm seeing myself as sort of a satellite, unofficial artist in residence in the neighborhood of Floyd. And so I like the opportunity to be connected with stuff in Roanoke, and I've really appreciated it. So a couple of things. One is that Glenda and I, my wife and I, attended Story Circle meeting, and it happened just at a time when we had been talking with Episcopal Church in Radford about staging a memory story event where the theme of the gathering is people sharing memories from their past. And I have a body of work in the basement of that church that is associated with memory. And so we had talked about doing that, and then we saw this Story Circle event, and it was like just right in our lap, you know. So we've been able to transfer the stuff that we learned, you know, from Bob Leonard and the storytelling people about how to stage ours. So that's again, it's sort of like out of the Roanoke neighborhoods, but it's connected to it because we benefited from that event. So I'll be working on my idea about the Daisy Parade, and I'll be in touch about it.
Yeah, we've worked with the Springhouse School. They've been in the last few, so we've had Floyd representation, and
yeah,
they're welcome. Yeah,
right. And I've done some things with Springhouse School too. So I'll work on it and share it maybe later.
And we claim you, by the way.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, you're not unofficial anymore.
And two things, everyone on the call, if you haven't seen Charlie's work at Berglund Center, he's got just a really lovely exhibit of sculpture there on the patio and on the exterior areas, on the grass and such. So next time you go there, take a look at that.
That was a great opportunity for me to have the work there. It was just super.
Well, we love having it there. And then,
it'll be there through May, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
And then what you learn, that is fantastic. I'm so glad that you're able to draw on those story circles. We want that to be a loop too. So we want to learn back from you again and on your experience using them. And I know Katie Trazo, we were chatting today, we're setting up a meeting with Bob Leonard to regroup now here in the new year. And I know Joy's done a number of story circles and has got a really terrific plan. Joy, do you want to just really quickly for this group make a mention? Look at, she's making balloons. She's doing that without even moving her hands.
I learned the secrets. I learned the secrets of Zoom. Yeah, I've been doing story circles. I love the practice. It's so beautiful. I did a story circle for a group of people I organized who want to support each other with resource sharing, food preservation, maybe co-housing kind of things. And then we did another one for a renters' rights meeting. And that was really cool because we had people who were renters, but also people who were landlords and people who were just concerned neighbors. And then we saw all the things that we have in common. And so we're going to continue to move forward with that and you know, just make connections with our communities and our neighbors and see how we can support each other, especially going forward with how divided the country is and the world and everything. Like anything that brings our local communities together makes us stronger.
Fantastic. Thanks, Joy.
Thanks, Joy.
All right. Anybody else have anything?
Shout out Karina. Hi, Karina. You need to come by and talk to me, or I can go by and see you. But I know that we have you've offered to help, and I would like to get your input. So Saturday, I'm at the studio.
Hey, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm driving. Yeah, but I'm listening to everything and I'm just wondering how to get involved this year. And yeah, I definitely go back to you and I have some ideas. So yeah, we definitely need to talk.
Yeah, I'll put the coffee pot on for you on Saturday, or if there's a better day for you, just let me know.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, everybody, keep creating.
All right. Next week, it's on LEAP, right? So we'll be meeting at LEAP. Thanks for Hannah for helping set that up for us. All right.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Joy.